Hello, I'm Dr. Gail Lash, and welcome to Tourism for Peace. Let me tell you a little story. When I was a child, I used to go out into nature because it was my place of peace. It was a place where I could dream and create wild adventures. I used to love to watch stories of cowboys and those explorers who would travel to these far-off places and discover new civilizations with ancient peoples and magical powers. You know, the Indiana Jones type. And I used to dream that I too was the Indiana Jones, that I too was this explorer and made these amazing discoveries. In fact, my best friend and I used to go and create these secret hiding places under bushes or low-lying trees, and we'd lay down these blankets where we were in kind of a cave, and we'd sit there all day and imagine and dream up these new worlds and these new travels and how we could create this new world at peace. So as I grew up, I actually began to live out these dreams. I had the fortune that I became a biologist and studied animals around the planet, not only in zoos, but in conservation and sustainable development. So I got to travel to places like Madagascar and learn not only the beauty of the unique animals that live there, but of the people and their amazing culture and the beauty of the place that they've created. I went to Ecuador and studied the animals there, but mainly worked with the people, these women who were artisans and would make crafts from the local nuts, from the palms, and they'd create these amazing crafts. So not only were they conserving the forests, but they were also protecting and working with, through tourism, this local reserve, Reserva Maquipacuna, where they were able to preserve the spectacle bear, this endangered species, and other wildlife that existed in that forest as well. So traveling the planet gave me an opportunity to get to know people all around in different cultures and different ways of life. And I realized that as I was a guest in many of a host's family, that as a guest, I was able to see how people actually lived and what they believed in and how their families worked and their communities worked. And that taught me that when we get to know each other, we actually can create peace. Because yes, as a scientist, I knew that we were all the same, but as a humanitarian, I realized that that really is true. Even though we may wear different clothing or have different cultures or rituals, that we really all want the same thing for our families. We want, of course, shelter and food, and we want education for our children, but we also want to be creative and express our talents and have jobs that can uplift the spirit and show who we really are, each of us, as unique human beings. So I was able to take youth, for example, to the Brazilian Amazon. And not only did we do a science project, we did something called a Bio Blitz, which was started by National Geographic. It's where you take a section of land, maybe only even, 20 feet by 20 feet, or you can take a section of a forest, and you document and identify all of the species in that area for 24 hours. So anyone in a community can do it. And so we got the Brazilian youth to work with the USA youth who came and put out ant traps. We were cataloging all the different ants in the Amazon. There are lots of ants in the Amazon. And we put out little sardines, we put out sugar, we put out flour, and saw what kind of species of ants came to each of those on the trail. Very interesting. The kids not only found ants, but they found snakes and they found tarantulas and lots of other animals that they didn't expect to find. But what was really important is they got to work together. The Brazilian youth and the youth from the United States really got to know each other. They got to live with the families. They got to sleep in hammocks. They got to really have the authentic lifestyle. And of course, now they're all friends on Facebook with each other. So it's really important to get to know people around the planet. And that's what Tourism for Peace does. We offer an opportunity for you to travel with us, to experience some of these cultures around the planet. We offer also for you to be a host or a guest in your own society, in your own community. You can open your home to new people just to get together and talk about what is peace. you can take one of our peace classes called Peace Brain classes, and we offer them online as well, to find out how to create peace within yourself and how to create it within the world around you. You can decide to plant a peace garden, create an organic garden maybe, or just create something called a peace pole, which is this wonderful pole that says, "May peace prevail on earth," in various languages. You can do lots of things to create peace, but the best thing really is to choose to look at all of humanity as your brother or sister. We're all the same. We may seem different, but in our hearts we really are equal. We really are wanting the same thing, and that is world peace. So come, let us assist you in however you choose to help create a new world at peace. Thank you so much.